Well, across the country, this is the scene. Students gathering in front of family and friends to celebrate the end of studies. These graduation or convocation ceremonies are very memorable moments, and these days, students will shell out a pretty penny to earn those moments with their degree. Something high school students may want to consider as they think about going to university, trade, or technical school come this fall. According to my next guest, that's one of the reasons why having a job while going to school can be essential to success after graduation. To talk about the financial benefits of working while attending post-secondary and how to pull that off with all those classes, I'm joined by personal financial consultant and author Lesley-Anne. So how should people prioritize studying versus the need in many cases to make money while going to school?
We know that there is a big draw on the bank account when you're in post-secondary. However, you are there to learn and make the most lucrative investment that you're going to make in your entire lifetime, which is your education. However, we need to strike some kind of balance whereby you are working while you're studying. So if I were to suggest to any student, it would be study first, but make sure that you have at least enough pocket change from some kind of part-time job so that you're not running into more unnecessary deficit or debt than you absolutely have to. You don't want to graduate with 2 or 3 times the amount of student loan debt when you could have simply avoided it working 10 to 15 hours a week.
And then there's school smarts and life smarts. And you can pick up life skills by working while going to school.
In fact, working while you're in your post-secondary is a form of education. You're going to learn things such as budgeting techniques. You're going to have to respond to a boss that approaches you with a timeline. And you're going to have to stare at that paycheck in your face and watch as you get taxed. Taxes.
And so at the end of the day, are these students who do work during post-secondary, are they more employable after graduation?
Absolutely they are. And a lot of human resources statistics that are coming out of Canada show that those who have worked part-time have a more well-rounded approach to their full-time work when they graduate. They have more experiences. They may have even been able to afford to do other things that students who were simply studying couldn't afford to do. And an example of that would be being able to afford to travel to go on some kind of overseas work term or overseas study term.
Oh, that's good incentive. Okay, so a lot of the teenagers watching right now are trying to flip the channel, but their parents are like, stay there. They want some advice on how to motivate their kids to get them into the workforce.
I got to tell you, the easiest way to motivate your kids is to cut them off, at least cut off some of the taps. We have failure to launch syndrome right now across North America, and it's because the cost of education is so high and it's really hard to get a full-time job. But part-time jobs are available, and it's important that parents don't just simply float your children for years and years to come after graduation. They've got to get out there and they've got to get their hustle on. This is part of life skill development. So, push them up the branch. They've got wings.
Show them the money.
That's right.
Hoping my kids are watching right now. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.